Hello YouTube, it's Sean from the Pompey Games Room, finally back with another video. It's been some 2.5 months I'd say since I recorded my last video, man, that time has flown. Yeah, so finally back, just unbelievable whirlwind sort of for 2.5 months. It's been crazy, I've even forgotten how to shoot YouTube videos. This is probably about the fourth take trying to get the entrance right, yeah, it's going well so far, so 40 seconds in, all looking good. So anyway, yeah, what have I been up to? Well, new house, new setting obviously, stuff's on the wall which I wanted it to be, sort of desk is set up with Formula 1 cars, remote control cars, so all good. Got the games here, we'll do a little room tour after just to show you sort of where everything is and how things are working. It's pretty cool to be honest, I couldn't be happier. So yeah, finally moved in. So yeah, it's been a long time since I've recorded my last YouTube video. I know I said, you know, I had a few videos set, ready to upload, but that wasn't really the case. I had to put commentary over them and stuff. They're sort of game reviews. And I just did not get a chance to do any sort of reviews or any voiceovers. Anytime you sort of had a spare bit of time, you just sort of, you know, mowed the grass, trimmed the hedges and stuff outside, you know. You know, just stuff around the house, hoovering, cleaning. It's been absolutely amazing. I mean, you know, it's quite incredible actually to think, you know, that we've actually moved into our first house now. Sam and I couldn't be happier, and thank you to all the kind comments on my last video of support and people just saying, you know, congratulations and best of luck. We're in the house now, all happy, and things back to normal now. So yeah, it's a little bit hot in this room, I'm not gonna lie, but the problem is I don't really want to open the window. We'll see how it goes. Might open the window. I opened the window. Sorry, you might hear a car go by every now and again, but it's, you know, best I can do. I'm absolutely melting in this room. But no, basically finally back now, and you're going to see why it's been difficult for me to actually sort of try and record a video, because to say I've been busy over the 2.5 months is beyond, you know, just a total understatement. So we're going to start off with things that have happened in the last 2 months. And apologies, obviously, you know, this isn't video game related at all. But I just want to get across what I've been and what I've been up to and stuff. I've had a lot of messages from people on YouTube sort of wishing Sam and I well in the house move and things like that. And yeah, just, you know, a lot of happiness in the YouTube community. I'm really, really happy to be part of the retro gaming community, and you know, I've had a lot of sort of good luck messages and stuff, so yeah. So, first of all was the house move, so that was early May, I believe. I think it was, yeah, it was early May. But before that, I actually hosted along with my best friend Phil, actually hosted a charity football day at Fratton Park, which is the home football ground of Portsmouth Football Club, the club I support. And Phil and I raised a grand total of £3,500 for Cardiac Arrest and Young, which is the charity that my football league actually fundraises for. So basically what we did is we spoke to Portsmouth Football Club for a good sort of year beforehand, managed to get Fratton Park, and yeah, we sort of managed to come to an agreement really on a date for the game. We sold positions for the game, which, you know, we had, I think all in all we had, just thinking about it now, we had probably about 52 positions, 48 to 52 positions that we sold at, you know, £150 plus, and we managed to raise an amazing amount for Cardiac Arrest and Young. We charged people to come in and watch. We provided video on the day, photos, everything like that. So it's a pretty, you know, memorable day for a Pompey fan. And yeah, so this was the shirt I wore on the day. So we sent off all the stuff. People sort of, you know, all the shirts were different. I'll put some pictures in, which is why I'm positioned to the side here. A lot of stuff to go through. So yeah, this is my shirt that I had. It was sponsored by my football league, this kit, and we had the Cry logo up here with the actual sort of, you know, player's number on the right hand side. Then on the back you had your name and everything like that, obviously. So yeah, we've done that, and a memorable day for a lot of people. We raised a great amount of money for charity, which is, you know, primarily what the football league was set up for. Yeah, I run a small 7-a-side football league with one of my best friends, and we've managed to raise now over £10,000 for charity with that football league, so we're really, really happy. But yeah, everyone had a great time. We got everything on video, so people's goals are scored. I scored as well. That's 2 in 3 games at Fratton Park now, not bad. Not that I'm big-headed or anything, but yeah, there might be some video footage of me scoring that goal slipped into this video somewhere.
White with the throw, Rousel's header, back to his keeper. Tantrum with the ball forward, long ball forward, Clay with a flick on. Reading, yes, 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 striker! Goal for Sean Reading. He goes with the Rooney celebration. 1-1, game on. Route 1 football flicked on by Clay. Reading runs in, gives the keeper the eyes and just fires it with power straight past him.
So, yeah, you know, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know, I might slip that into the video somewhere, but anyway. But that wasn't what the day was about. Obviously, it was about charity and raising the amount that we did for Club Equus and Young. So I've done a fair few marathons. Funnily enough, actually, my marathon bibs are that looks really sort of in your face. But yeah, so my London Marathon bibs are there with the medals and stuff, which is a brilliant birthday present. Sorry, Christmas present that Sam got me a little while ago, and that sort of sits pride in place now in the office, spare room, junk room, whatever, storage room. You know, to be honest, it's the majority of my stuff in here in a minute. I'll show you around at the end of the video. But anyway, so that was one of the first things. We actually did that, I think, yeah, literally a few days before we moved into the house. So that took up a lot of my time, and I was still managing to do YouTube and work a full-time job and run a football league whilst organising that, and it really took it out of me. I really needed to sort of have a few days off after that. But yeah, so that went really well. Really happy with that. Sort of done a bit for charity this year. We're looking to do it again down the line. So if anyone's interested at not just playing at Fratton Park, we probably will do Fratton Park again down the line. But we are looking at other football clubs and stuff. We've sort of got a template that works now, so we're going to see how that works at other football clubs. So yeah, so the next thing was the house. Obviously, it took us about, we had a week off work to move into the house, and it was like a military operation. Sam and I had done a really good job at moving everything in, but we couldn't have done it without our families. And you know, it's, yeah, family's everything. Sam's dad has a van, which you know, we crammed a lot of the stuff in. And we were really happy with their help, because we managed to move literally the contents of the rooms in probably 2 or 3 trips, the whole thing. So, but we are still unpacking the obligatory boxes now. I say I am. I've literally just finished yesterday, today being Sunday. I'm recording this video, but just literally finished it on the Saturday. So, but yeah, so we're all moved in now. We're really happy, and we had the week off work. We even had some time at the end of that week to go off and do some bits and bobs that weren't house related. So the house move went really well, and yeah, it feels really good. We've been in the house now 2 months. We're both really happy. Sort of, you know, it's a lovely house. We're really happy. Sort of 2-bed house. Quite a good area just outside of Portsmouth, so we're really happy. So we've got everything on our doorstep. Family's close, so it ticks a lot of boxes. So after that, yeah, we're slowly getting towards video game stuff, but stick with me. Yeah, so after that, I was surprised on our anniversary, which was the parish trip video that I uploaded with the Maxi game review a long time ago. I'll put a link to it here. Basically, Sam surprised me with a present on that for the tickets to the British Grand Prix this year, which was 2 weeks ago today. Just had the Germany race literally downstairs, just watched it at Hockenheim, and there are our tickets for the day, and it was absolutely unbelievable. You'll see from the side here, I'll put some videos in, but we had some just incredible seats. Like, they were perfect. We saw literally the whole side of one, you know, pretty much quarter of the track really. We saw a straight literally coming down towards some chicane through Brooklands, Luffield, and then, you know, straight down the straight. I'll put some videos into the side here. I've actually set up a side YouTube channel if anyone is Formula 1 interested. Yeah, take a look at that and see what you think. See if there's any videos over there. One of the videos done really well. I managed to get one of the Sebastian Vettel versus Fernando Alonso battle overtakes on camera, and I think that's like 25,000 views now or something like that. It's quite incredible, but it got like 13,500 views over one night. It was quite incredible. So, but anyway, yeah, so you see, that's 2 months just of moving into a house, non-video game related, which, you know, video games play a big part of my life, obviously, you can see, from collecting them to playing them and things like that. So that's a lot to have done in sort of 2.5 months, and to say sort of trying to get back to making YouTube videos was, you know, it was on the list of priorities, but it wasn't the most important thing on the list, and hopefully you guys will understand that. But yeah, so anyway, hopefully videos will be coming thick and fast again now, with pickups and things like that. As I touched upon, basically at the old house, basically I said in one of my videos, it's sort of signaling the end of my collecting for the Mega Drive. Well, it sort of is. You can see here actually there's a gap here, because I've taken one of the games out because I've actually got a better condition version, so I'm going to sort of keep you updated with that. Yeah, I'm going to sort of cherry pick things really, games that interest me. I've got a few games coming from Long Rod from Music Long. Hopefully within the next sort of a few days I'm meeting up with him during my lunch break at work to sort of pick them up. He lives locally. So yeah, I mean it's quite good to be honest, because I don't really need much more room taken up. I don't really want anything else, so I'm just sort of picking up the games I really want to buy and really want to play. So I've got a system, the system which I said I was trying to track down in my last video. I got hold of one, really happy. It's the edition I wanted, with the contents that I wanted, and the price I wanted to pay I couldn't have been happier with. So anyway, let's start off, oh yeah, sorry, I've got this down here. Obviously I had to do the Formula 1 Tourette's and buy something Red Bull related at the British Grand Prix. Sort of everything you do Formula 1 related, you have to buy something Red Bull related, even though I went there trying to buy a Williams hat. But they didn't look great, so pretty happy with that. Sebastian Vettel hat, so really happy with that. £30, crazy for a hat. I don't even wear hats, so that's commitment. So anyway, before we get on to the pickups, this is long overdue. Long overdue. I just realised it's got my old address on here, so I'll cover that up. So, yeah, I got basically I sent Steve712 a game, Eliza Dragoon. Ruined it now, but I'll link the video here. Guess what I sent him? And we spoke about this on the car on the way to the Blackpool retro gaming event, you know, 3.5 months ago now, a long time ago. And he said he had a game I was looking for the N64, and we decided on a trade. But Steve sent lots of extra things. So Steve, like I said in the text, I'm going to keep my eye out on your videos. Anything you suggest that you're looking for might just well end up in the post to you. So came in the shoebox which I sent to Steve. So we recycled it. You know, sentimental value. Might even return it to him with another donation, so we say. But couldn't be happier with this, and Steve has gone above and beyond. Top guy, Steve. You've got to check his channel out. You've probably already heard of him, but there's a note in here to Sean. Quite a long note. So anyway, dearest Sean, there's nothing going on. That's just how he starts his letter. Hope this package finds you well, and that you're settling into your new home. Settled in well, Steve. Thank you very much. Please find in the box a game we discussed at Blackpool, plus the few other bits I had lying around not being used. I have reused your box because I'm no cheapskate, but because I'm all about recycling. After all, paper and cardboard doesn't grow on trees. Very good. He's a very funny man, our Steve. So, oh wait, yeah, I realised his joke there. Nice one, Steve. Take it easy, buddy. Your pal Steve712. PS, and you mentioned the games down there. So anyway, Steve, like I said, really nice guy. You ever want to do a trade with him or anything, rest assured it'll arrive, no problem at all. So Steve actually mentions about this in the bottom of his letter. Says he hasn't, I think he said he hasn't actually played it, but give it a go. Wanted to send it to you anyway, as you're a something guy. I'll relate to that, sounds a bit dodgy, but I'll say what it is. And the game is NHL 97, with the disc fallen out, which I've just done. And it was Hockey Guy, so in the letter there, but would have ruined it. So it's not with a manual. NHL 97. Actually really intrigued to try a hockey game on the Sega Saturn. Really sort of obviously into my hockey. Don't watch the NHL as much now, I've got to admit, but I do check out the NHL and TSM website probably 3 or 4 times a week. Yeah, these games actually took a big step forward, but 97, I believe, you know, probably won't be a great year for this game series, mainly because they were still doing the crossover from the Mega Drive versions. In fact, I probably have I'll tell you what has happened to my Mega Drive NHL 97 version. This case is shocking. I'm going to have to try and get a different one, but No, thank you very much, Steve. Great. I mean, the only problem with these games, the early Saturn, you know what? We're just going to take this out. The only problem is with these early Saturn games, they're so thick. I mean, you can see some of these up here, how thin they are. You know, I mean, taking another game, I'm quite happy I did that actually, about knocking anything off the shelf. That's a normal one, Manx TT Superbikes, and that's you know, an EA license box. I mean, you know, that's what they're thinking. But anyway, I'm not even going to attempt to put that back up. We know what will happen there. So anyway, NHL 97 from Steve for free. You know, this wasn't part of the trade either. You've got to remember about that. Now, if anything falls, disc sort of weight, and we hear that, it will be this. Okay, so I'll just put it down, no problem. Next game was a game I've had before actually, but the actual disc broke, so I ended up actually throwing the whole thing away. But it's another Sega Saturn classic in my opinion, and that is Command and Conquer. Command and Conquer is pretty good this one because it's a 2-disc set, and both discs are impeccable. I've actually thrown it on already to give it a go, and it's brought back a lot of memories. I'll definitely be playing this, Steve. And like I said, this is a good sort of £10 game on eBay, and the game you sent me was already more than what, you know, basically the one I sent you. So like I said, I will be sending you something else, whether you like it or not, and I've got your address on the back, so all sorted. Yeah, really happy with this, and it's a game that I was probably going to end up rebuying down the line anyway. But Command and Conquer is a big favourite of mine. I used to play it very briefly on the PC when I was younger, but I'm really happy to have that back in the collection. And Steve, you know, top guy. I mean, you know, it just fell off. It's the NHL game just fell out again now. I managed to disguise it. They were putting the thing down. The next one, we are getting onto the thing, and we actually agreed. The next game is Banjo-Kazooie. It's loose, but you know, Banjo-Kazooie, it's one of those games that seems to turn up with a lot of N64 bundles, but I'm really happy to finally have it in and be able to keep it, because I usually just move it on to pay for other games that I pick up in the bundle. Yeah, really happy, really good condition. There won't be any gameplay into the side of this video, basically because a lot of my stuff is still in boxes, and we'll go through that at the end of the video. So Banjo-Kazooie into the collection, and you know, I've got a lot of love now for the N64 following my last video. So now I've actually put this in a box protector because it's a game I've been after for an awful long time, and Ben Shemnuzo, I even had a word with Ben. He said a little while ago he might move on his N64 collection, and this is a game I actually emailed him about and said, Ben, if you're selling, I'm interested in this game. So I absolutely love it for the SNES. I'm just taking it out of his box protector because I've actually put it in one. So box protector, that game is, and you see what I mean, I sent Steve a Lysa Dragoon for the Mega Drive. I mean, the game's about 12 quid. And Steve sent me, yeah, exactly, Donkey Kong 64. And it's fantastic condition. Steve, you know, to say you just had this lying around without, you know, any sort of use or anything, you know, I mean, you're either a liar or no, you're just a very kind man. I mean, you know, we hit it off in Blackpool, very similar guys, similar sense of humour, and Steve, you know, we just said, you know, to be honest, we'll just sort each other out and, you know, send some bits over to each other. So this comes complete with the expansion pack and the little key to undo it. Also comes with a manual. It's just in absolutely fantastic condition. You know, absolutely speechless. And Steve sent me this, you know, not for free obviously, I sent him through a game, but it's a game he really wanted to try, and it's a game I stopped him buying at Blackpool. The game was, I think it was about 15 quid, you know. I mean, this probably would have been about 40 quid at Blackpool, and you know, he just sent it to me for free. I mean, you know, it's obviously you plug people, it's wrong to say it, but you do, unfortunately you do. People sent you stuff, so you're going to plug their channel, but I just cannot recommend Steve enough. I mean, he's someone, like I said, if you like my channel, you'll love Steve712's channel. So, you know, send him a bit of love, you know, go over there and just sort of subscribe to him, and you will not be disappointed. He puts videos up every now and again, but when he puts them up, he picks up some really decent stuff, because he heads to a lot of car boots and things like that, and you know, he's a guy that's quite into sort of a certain type of game. So if you like some of his pickups he picks up in one video, it's quite good because he'll pick probably similar games up down the line. So send over this, you know, head over to Steve's channel. I mean, you know, the guy, he went above and beyond in our trade. I mean, I just sent through the game to him at a busy time for him. He said I completely forgot about it, but you know, I mean, he sent me all these. Oh, there goes that disc again. Yeah, Steve, cannot thank you enough, my friend. thank you very much. Donkey Kong will be played. I haven't played it yet, like I said, with the systems and stuff, just they're all packed away and stuff, so, but that will be played, I can absolutely 100% assure you. So, yeah, so, a donation sort of trade with Steve there, you know, head over, subscribe guys. So, anyway, next pickup was about a week before we moved in. We were in Winchester, which is an absolutely really nice area of the south. Pretty good shopping, lots of charity shops, and I took a punt on a PC game. Now, this usually happens in the off season with transfers and stuff going on, and I started playing Football Manager again. Problem is with Football Manager, you get heavily involved, and you have to sort of, you know, really wean yourself off the game. But what started that off was the purchase of FIFA Manager 13. Now, FIFA Manager is one of those games that I've never really played, but I've heard good things about it every now and again. Every sort of issue, or not issue, sorry, every sort of release, sort of 2011, 12, 13, I heard really good things about one of them. I think it might have been 2011, and it looks like it's never even been played. And yeah, 99p it was. So I thought, yeah, sod it, I'm just going to give it a go. I haven't played it yet, due to the amount I've been up to, but yeah, I mean, I'm going to give it a go. It looks really interesting. 3D match engine, pretty complex graphics, and you know, sort of training and things like that by the look of the back here. But it looks interesting, so I'm going to give it a go. Anyone that's played the FIFA Manager games, you know, put a comment down below. Let me know. I've never played them in my life, so it'll be good to hear what they're like. So FIFA Manager into the collection there. So next one is, you know, it's a bit of a sad story. Did have a gaming casualty whilst I was moving, and I lost a game, and it's actually a game I bought again, the cartridge for, to replace the one I had because it was awful condition. And that game was The Simpsons Bart's Nightmare. I was going to call it Bart versus the Space Mutants, but it's Bart's Nightmare. I've done a Fast Thoughts video on this, and I got stuck on like pretty much the boot up screen. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I've watched a lot of people's game reviews of this game, and it looks really interesting, but it's hilarious. You've got to watch it. I can't get off pretty much the first level, which is like a training area, a bit like Tomb Raider, you know, when you go around the house and things. I was on that for ages, and it's sort of the frustration of people that love the game, sort of when I'm ripping into it, saying I just can't get off this game and stuff. You know, people defending it to the hill. But I have played it since, and I have got it fully boxed as well, but I don't know what's happened to it. It sort of has just literally vanished. It will just turn up at my parents' house, no doubt, but when it does, I've got a new cartridge to put in it, and it's literally perfect condition, and that was £4 delivered. You know, crazy. The game's worth on eBay apparently for sort of 20 to 25 quid, but yeah, I mean, you know, I managed to get that for £4, so perfect. So when it turns up, that'll go in the box and replace it. So that gap here next to Cannon Fodder was vacated by a better condition Ristar. Now Ristar was a game brought to us by the Sonic guys that made Sonic basically, and this is in so much better condition. This turned up in a bundle actually, and I sold on the rest of it, and this cost me next to nothing, and I shipped that on with the Ristar game. So this was into condition for nothing. I mean, the case is perfect, there's no tears or anything in it. I've got to get this lighting right, trying to get it right to show you guys. A bit further away from the camera now, so but yeah, I mean, it's just absolutely brilliant condition. Really happy to have that in the collection. In fact, that's going to go back there without knocking anything off the shelf, so it's all good. So yeah, onto the big pickup, and that was the new console / handheld, whatever you want to call it. And I finally made a purchase. Now Steve712 will know exactly what it is, because I was so close to buying one at the Blackpool Retro Gamer event, but didn't. Yeah, I finally purchased one, and it's in absolutely unbelievable condition. I'm so happy to have it in. And it's probably something you're going to think, Sean, you had one of these a long time ago and you said you had no love for it, so you sold it on. Well, the love grew after Christmas, and you know, I found myself looking at a lot of gameplay videos, and just the nostalgia sort of came back. So I have got some history of this system, and that is a Sega Game Gear. I'll probably put it that way, because there's nothing there. So Sega Game Gear. Now, it wasn't just any Sega Game Gear I was after the Sega Game Gear with the Power Pack. Now, the Power Pack is pretty important to me, because I don't want to. This thing just eats batteries, and it's absolutely brilliant condition. Couldn't be happier with it. And yeah, it's all in there. Everything apart from one of the straps, the wrist straps, isn't in there. But you know, it's the box has got pretty much no frame to the edges and stuff. And this cost me £40, and you know, I couldn't turn it down. I've been looking for this edition for ages. I actually saw a few sell for like 60 quid. I was like, I'm not paying 60 quid for something. I mean, I'm barely going to play this, but it's just nice to have it in the collection when I do want to play it. So yeah, what I mean about the box, all the flaps are perfect on it. It's just, you know, it's like brand new as he throws it on the floor. But like I said, it comes with all the box contents. This thing cost me, I think, delivered £45, which I was more than happy with. So everything's in there. Off comes that. Everything works on the Game Gear. Sound works perfect. I would show you sort of some gameplays, but it's difficult with a Game Gear because it's so sort of, you know, the screen isn't great and things like that. I mean, not that this one's got a bad screen or defective, it's just the actual units. You know, it's just not up to recording really, just get emulators, and I don't do emulators. So it comes in a pack like that, and I thought that's pretty cool because I've got everything in one box then. I don't have to keep things separately like I do my PS Vita. You know, trying to play that the other day, sending it up for one of my friends, kids when they came over, I had to root through about 5 boxes trying to find the charger. Well, this is all in here, so when I want to play it, it's in there. It's in there. So yeah, Sega Game Gear. So why the revive of Sega Game Gear? Well, why not really? You know, I just really wanted to get some bits and bobs into the collection now the Mega Drive stuff's coming to an end. I'll be picking up plenty of Mega Drive stuff, but it's just nice to have some different, a bit of variety in your collection and stuff. And I just don't want to be collecting Mega Drive stuff all the time, so I'll be picking up some Game Gear stuff. And you know, I've got the perfect, absolute perfect unit to use, system to use, handheld to use, whatever you want to call it. But it also came with some games, 45 quid. You know, I just could not fault it. The auction. So the first game was, they're all unboxed. First one is Mickey Mouse Castle of Illusions, which unfortunately doesn't work. It's not. It loads, but it's all over the place. I think there's something wrong with the cartridge. I might take it apart and just, you know, see if I can get it to work. Super Monaco GP. Big fan of this game on the Mega Drive. It's not so great. I mean, to be fair, the games are absolutely awful, some of them. But you know, the games which are down here that I've actually purposely bought, I've played quite a lot, if I'm being honest. Sega Pack 4-in-1, which is basically a sports title. It's got lots of different, you know, sport events on it. Bugs Bunny Double Trouble. Haven't played this one actually. I got interrupted when I was going through these games. I can't remember what it was. But the last, no, sorry, I'll do the next one I didn't play because that was just after that. It was Bust a Move. Haven't played that yet. It looks like some sort of puzzle game. But the obligatory columns, which is basically the Red Bull merchandise version of the Game Gear world, where you just, you know, have to have columns. And Lemmings, which Lemmings is always good fun to play on, obviously a puzzle game and things like that. I'm not really a puzzle game fan, but you know, Tetris, columns and Lemmings I seem to love for some reason. So yeah, I even bought some box games separately. So the first one I've heard nothing but good things about, and it was a game that was purposely redesigned from the Mega Drive version for the Game Gear version. I've just noticed my face is half, you know, dark, light. That's probably been affecting me the whole video, but I must look crazy in this video. And it was a game that was purposely redesigned for the Game Gear, basically because the first version of it was a port from the Master System. So this game has been totally redesigned from the Master System. I actually have, for the Mega Drive version, sorry, I've never played the Master System version. It's probably exactly the same as this. You know what it's going to be, that is Sonic 2. It's in perfect condition, looks like, when it turned up it looked like it had never been played. I clean all my games when they come in. Even got a boot sticker for $27.99 there. I don't know if you can just about made that out. But yeah, $27.99, that's crazy. You know, I cleaned this game out and just no dust came off of it whatsoever. So it comes in its little plastic tray, see-through tray with its little manual. Little see-through Sega case. And its actual Sega Game Gear box. And the cartridge, like I said, is like brand new. It's still so shiny on the back. You know, really happy. I can probably get the light off that actually. Yeah, that's a boring video when you're trying to catch the light from the ceiling, isn't it? So yeah, really happy with that purchase. That purchase set me back. It's like, you know, there's so many copies of Sonic 2 on the Game Gear, and to be fair, on the Mega Drive as well, and any console it's on. I mean, that thing cost me, I think it was £3 delivered, which, to be fair, for a fully boxed game, you know, I was really happy to pick up. So yeah, Sonic 2 into the collection, and I've got to admit, it's really difficult. I don't know whether it's just the actual Game Gear version is difficult to control or something like that, but I found it pretty hard to actually control. So I haven't gotten too far on it, but I will not be defeated. Sonic 2 is sort of my master game. You know, I absolutely love that game on the Mega Drive. I can complete it sort of eyes closed and not big-headed at all. But, the next game is another classic, and that is Streets of Rage 1. I'm aware there's Streets of Rage 2 out, and I nearly bought that at Blackpool. This was one of the games I actually nearly bought at Blackpool as well, but they wanted like 20 quid for it. I won this game on eBay for £9.99 delivered, because the postage was £2.99. So I ended up winning the thing for under 10 quid posted. Couldn't have been happier. So comes a little Sega tray again. This isn't in as great condition. It's a little bit torn on the side there. I'm just about to see where, just there. But I mean, it's got another price sticker on it. Giles. On the front, never heard of Giles. 25 quid, so got under market value, you might say. Manual looks like it's never been read, and you know, the art on. I'm not going to bother showing you it, but I'm just going to hold it here. If you've got Streets of Rage, take a look at the box art, because there's so much going on in the background. It's an absolute brilliant game, but you know, even down to Axel's Sega trainers. I've never noticed that before, but you know, take a look at it. It's absolutely brilliant artwork on that. Yeah. Brilliant. So geeky, doesn't it? But yeah, Streets of Rage for the Game Gear, perfect condition. Played that quite a lot, and that is actually pretty good to control in regards to the Mega Drive version, which I've only ever played it on. So I'm looking around. I don't think there's much else to sort of update you on. Yeah, caught up effectively. So yeah, like I said, there will be more videos coming. I've got loads in the pipeline, loads of ideas, some new video series I might even record as well, so I'm really happy about that. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm going to do before I go. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm going to cut off now, and I'm going to show you sort of the game room really, and the game room, the corner where everything is on the shelf. So we've got a little desk here, which we've got on eBay for a bargain price, and we painted up some chairs and stuff. It's been pretty good. Sam has been an absolute demon at finding things on eBay. We've like won them for ridiculous prices, really low. So yeah, I'll sort of show you around. We can just go from there. So anyway, guys, that's it for this part of the video. Hope it's been good to sort of catch up. Thank you again for all your kind comments, and yeah, I'm back in the gaming community now. Hopefully, last week I really tried to catch up on videos. I'm recording this on the Sunday. This will be uploaded on the Monday night probably, so within 24 hours of me recording this. Yeah, I caught up on a lot of videos last week and commented and stuff. Found some great channels, which the names escaped me now, but I will do a shout out in the next video. Yeah, keep producing the content, guys, and I'll keep watching for sure. But yeah, hope to hear from you soon. But what I'll do now is I'll quickly spin the camera around, and we can take a look at the gaming setup. So, see you guys in a minute. Okay, so this is the setup really. There's some consoles down here. So we've got the Sega Saturn there, the N64, the Nomad just here, just this thing here. In the cry bag there we have a PS1 and the PS3 here, and obviously the old favourite Mario's there. We've got some Formula 1 cars just here with the Silverstone tickets. Pretty happy with those. Brilliant day out, would recommend it. Got some bits and bobs around. Got my Sonic Generations box set, which Sam bought me a few Christmases ago, which is good to have this a bit lower down, as it's a pretty awesome box set. And so here's the games. So yeah, they're all put on shelves, which I put up, and they're still up, which is pretty good. It's sort of 3 weeks later. There's the marathon thing, and also there's my goal at Fratton Park, which you know, I don't think you guys saw earlier, but friend Phil, his brother's pretty good on Photoshop and stuff, so he put some Alan Partridge quotes in there, and yeah, it's pretty cool to have. So anyway, back onto gaming. So these are double stacked here. There's some behind, so you've got Lost Vikings there, and probably some. There's the Senna yellow helmet just at the top there. You can just see the Honda thing. But yeah, the double stack there. So games I'm not really going to go to again and again, and some classics at the front. So we've got Turtles, Zombies, Earthworm Jim, Earthworm Jim 2, WrestleMania, Raw, Sonic 3D, Sonic & Knuckles, Sonic Spinball, Sonic Compilations, Sonic 3, 2, 1, Mortal Kombat. Is that Ultimate? Yeah, Ultimate. Mortal Kombat. I'm actually missing Mortal Kombat 1. That's another gaming casualty. I can't seem to find that anywhere. So that's another one. Mortal Kombat 3, 2, Rise Star, Cannon Fodder, the Chaos Engine, Streets Rage 3, Streets Rage 2, Streets Rage 1, Comic Zone. Played a lot of that actually the other day. Comic Zone, awesome game, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, highly recommend it. Everyone knows what Comic Zone is. So, but absolutely brilliant game. If you've got it, put it in your machine, guys. Brilliant game. Rock and Roll Racing, Sparkster, Rocket Knight Adventures, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter Special Championship Edition, Mega Bomberman, Demolition Man, Story of Thor, Mutant League Football, Mutant League Hockey, and behind the side here we've got the Spot games, Spot Goes to Hollywood and Cool Spot, which I wasn't even recording there, brilliant. And up here we've got the very, very small, but you know, played a lot of Sega Saturn stuff. I mean, other than Tomb Raider, because it came with the machine, haven't really played that. And FIFA 96, not a big fan of FIFA 96, so I might even look to move these two on. Anyone's interested in those, you know, let me know and we'll try and work something out. Got some loose games, obviously Donkey Kong 64 from Steve. Got some of the loose games up there, so we've got Formula 1, which was Glenn's. I've also got Banjo-Kazooie here, and I've got another one of Glenn's games at the back here. I can't remember what that one is, but it's one of those. So for here we've got WrestleMania 2000 for the N64, No Mercy, Super Mario 64, WCW World Tour, NWO World Tour, sorry, GoldenEye 007, WCW Revenge, and Donkey Kong 64. For the SNES, this is Operation Rebuy pretty much. Starwing, which wasn't a game owned by Sam, but it's, you know, a game I loved, so I looked to buy that back in fully boxed. Donkey Kong Country, Aladdin, Super Mario All Stars. Operation Rebuy will be coming back. I nearly got close to buying one of these two. These are Sam's Originals games, don't forget. I nearly got close to buying one of these two on eBay only Thursday night, but lost out at the last minute. So this is my old charging thing for the Game Gear, which to be fair I don't ever need, but it was something I picked up for like pence on eBay years ago when I first had my Game Gear. So we got some sorry, got some Game Gear games here, which are the ones I showed you, Streets of Rage and Sonic 2. We've got some of the Vita titles, still only have 3, but still got FIFA 14 by the way. I'm a massive hypocrite because I haven't moved it on, but I sort of have played it fleetingly. But you know, so we've got Uncharted, the Golden Abacus, or the Golden Abacus. Does it even say Abacus? God knows. Rayman. Got some more Mega Drive games here. Micro Machines Military, Micro Machines Turbo Tournament 96, Micro Machines 2, and Micro Machines. And here is what I said about the NHL stuff earlier. Now, these two here are the classic NHL games for me in 93 and 94. So basically 95 to 97 or 98. I don't know if they bought 98 out on the Mega Drive. I just moved on because they're games I bought for my full set collecting. But these are the two classics that I played as a kid. They're the only ones I got interested in. The FIFA games, completely different. I wasted my paper round money on all these, apart from those two. I bought these two brand new with my paper, these 3, sorry, with my paper round money. Paid extortionate amounts for them, so it's good to have those back in the collection. So we've got FIFA International Soccer, FIFA 95, FIFA 96, 97, 98. Up here we've got the Game Genie and its book, just there. Just out of interest actually, I've got all my retro gamers just here. They're on a little shelf stacky thing which I use to clean all my games and stuff like that. So and then this is what I'm quite proud of, mainly because they're still actually standing up. Ta-da! So yeah, we've got all the consoles up on that shelf, so, and they're all in there as well, so it's sort of, apart from the Vita actually, everything else is in there. But yeah, so let's start off. Obviously we've got the the really good find for me, which was the VR racing version of the Mega Drive. Then we've got the Sonic 3 Mega Drive. The Sonic 3 is actually the one I use, so that gets pulled out quite a lot. I probably should put that one here to get it a little bit easier, but you know, that's fine tuning. Then we got Sam's SNES, which is all in there, all safe and sound whenever they get used. Then we got the Game Gear, which is on the end because it's the one being used more than anything at the moment. We've got the Vita, we've got the wireless controllers, and the Retro Gem, which has just started to play up, unfortunately. Obviously down here, like I said, I have my Nomad in this box here, which I've just taken off the top of the N64 box. So I might actually set that up there at some point, not too sure. But yeah, we've got an Otto Senators hockey stick there as well. So that is the gaming setup, guys. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but I'm really happy with it. Couldn't be happier. It's all set up and ready to go, ready for more videos. So like I said, guys, it's been a little while, but that's what I've been up to. There's a lot covered in this video, and it's been really good trying to get all this on video for you, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Just to also let you know, I do have some PlayStation 1 games on the corner here, but there's nothing special there really, and my Mega Drive multi-tap, but just to make sure you guys have seen exactly everything I've got really. So yeah, that is the collection. Really happy to finally get this on my YouTube channel, guys, so there'll be more stuff coming from me soon. Please feel free to comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching, bye.